It's taken us long enough to get to this point, so we're just gonna move on.
That's right. We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Squared.
And I'm the Opinionator, and it always takes us a billion years to do anything, if you guys noticed. I'm sure you probably noticed by this point.
I've noticed those sweet chandeliers, man.
What? Oh, chandeliers? No, we can't look at things right now.
But that's what we do. Okay. Hey, we went by here when we came in the front.
What
Whoa! Exactly. What the? I was seeing double or something just now. Was that Shujin?
The thing that gets me about this is I'm just so concerned about what the relationship between this and the real world is. But, I mean, we'll find out eventually. Or that's the plot of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I've told you before, this place is your school. Regardless, we don't have the time to stand around. Who knows when a shadow might show up. Come on, this way.
Yeah, we don't want to run into another bedside brute.
We're totally gonna run into like 1,000 bedside brutes. They'll all be just for you. Ah, glorious dungeon. So my assumption is that fairly quickly, like we're not gonna finish this dungeon off.
Mm-hmm.
And something will happen and we'll have to leave.
Right.
And that pretty much the big event for this first trip in is that Ryuji is going to get a persona.
Right.
That seems like a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. What? There's someone there?
Darn. I had a feeling there would be guards here.
I can't wait to find someone and turn into an adorable little pixie or something.
It looks like we won't be able to avoid conflict from this point forward. Thank goodness!
Right? For real? But I'm useless in combat right now.
Oh well, I'll just tutorial. Okay, so yes, ambush enemies, hit them from behind. Rip off their masks to momentarily break the control the palace ruler has over them.
Ah!
If you succeed, the enemy... Okay.
Oh, all right.
Just a regular sort of hit them from the back as you're approaching them.
Yeah. So we want to ambush him and go for the first strike. All right, I got it.
I mean, makes sense. You know you're just going to be watching, right? You can't use a persona. Anyway, let's go.
A persona what now?
You are deaf.
Show me your true form.
Oh,
wow!
Nice!
That was awesome! and naturally, this is what we get. Okay, what do we got on this guy?
I don't see a weak spot.
You haven't found it yet.
I guess we're just gonna have to use what we use everything we have. It's such a waste, but
Go down.
I get the feeling if we had ice, it'd be pretty effective against him. Just a hunch.
Just a hunch. Now, is it gonna update the info in real time? No.
Yeah. There wasn't a question mark underneath first, which means it hits him neutrally. Nice. Ah, weak to wind.
Yeah! Smack the camera, that's great!
And then Jirou was like, come on, and started running.
Why is this so stylish? It's so great!
I'm not arguing.
Neither am I.
Okay.
And he kind of runs, and that's sort of the loading screen to transition back into the map.
Oh.
That is fantastic.
Ooh. Huh? Why ain't anyone here?
Hey!
Damn it, they were here before. Where'd they go?
Quiet down.
Oh yeah, there were more of them further in too.
Maybe don't run off by yourself.
This is...
They might have been transferred already.
Hey, I'm being stealthy. Crap, I hear footsteps coming. Lots of them.
Hey, do you hear me? I'm moving really quiet. Hey, guys, back there, can you tell how quiet I am? Isn't it great? Aren't I doing good? It'd be a problem if they discovered us now.
Just fight them.
Why don't we just beat them all up?
Now then.
Hey, let's head into that room. You should be able to hide in there until they leave. No, beat them up.
The shadows probably won't come in here.
How can you tell?
Because of this ridiculous music. This must be a save room. Because they haven't told us how to save yet.
Well, in a
There's a
dungeon.
lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Is this
Interesting.
a classroom?
Now do you understand?
No!
This place is another reality that the ruler's heart projects.
Okay, so that means that the ruler really is
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
But he's just not aware of any of it except perhaps subconsciously.
Yeah.
This is Kamoshida's reality? Shit makes no sense at all.
One could say it's a world in which one's distorted desires have materialized. I call such a place a palace.
Logical?
A palace?
So does the app.
This is happening because he thinks the school is his own castle.
That's a good point. If the app called it Pervert,
Yeah.
it said Pervert Castle.
It's in Pervert Castle.
Huh, I wonder if Morgana wrote the app.
Oh.
That's a pretty good cat.
He's
So
not a cat.
it became like this because he just thought of it like that?
Oh yeah, by the way, so we have been informed that Morgana is a guy. There's no way we ever would have been able to tell, but we were concerned, so thank you very much, guys, for letting us know. Look, when it comes down to it, my own cat, I thought was a girl. Then I took him to the vet and found out that it was a him, so I guess I've got a history with this.
But our cat doesn't have a female voice actor.
Shut up, Billy. Don't laugh at me, Ryuji!
That son of a bitch!
You must really hate this Kamoshida guy.
Please enlighten us.
Hate doesn't even cover how I feel. Everything is that asshole's fault.
Obviously, they've clearly gotten a really complicated history.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened between you two, but don't let your emotions get the better of you.
Because you're worthless in here.
Meanwhile, we cut to Arsene being like, feed your anger and destroy your enemies.
You know, that's a good point.
His lackeys are everywhere inside.
Maybe that's what triggers it.
You're curious about your outfit, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm curious as hell about it too.
I'm jealous.
That's also because of this world.
So,
More stuff that makes no sense.
Morgana's distorted desire is to look like a small cat.
No. The distorted desire thing means that you have a palace.
No, I know that.
Not a persona.
Right.
Anything distorts according to how a ruler pleases within his palace. A school can turn into a castle like this, after all. In order to prevent such distortions, one must hold a powerful will of rebellion.
Whatever that means.
Your appearance is a manifestation of that. It's the image of rebellion that you hold within.
Okay, alright.
I'm so fed up with all this. I'm more curious about you than his clothes. How are you anyways?
Somebody finally brings this up!
I'm a human. An honest-to-God human.
I don't believe you.
Well, we had thought for just like a brief period that it was like that girl with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
No, you're obviously more like a cat.
That expression, that eyebrow raised.
This is, well, it's because I lost my true form.
Huh.
I see.
I think.
You're a cat.
You think?
But I do know how to regain my true form.
I'm thinking about Ghost Trick or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
The reason why I snuck in here was for a preliminary investigation of those means.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I ended up getting caught, though.
Also, what does that have to do with Kamoshida?
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten to that part yet.
Besides, I've been tortured by Kamoshida, too.
I mean, at this point, he obviously is just,
Right.
like, hates that guy, but...
I'm gonna make him pay for sure.
What is this, a comic book? This is seriously crazy.
If we're gonna keep going, we should hurry along. I'll be counting on your skills this time, too, rookie. Got it?
I can do this.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna force it all on you. I thought it might help, so...
Oh, you brought a whole bunch of items and stuff?
Yeah. Like a bunch of sodas to
Just
recover.
in case. It's a model gun, though, so it only makes sounds.
Man, if you just would have had, like, some canned coffee or juice, that would have been great.
That's a toy!
What's he gonna do, hold people up? He's totally gonna hold somebody up with it, and it's gonna work.
That'd be awesome.
You know it's gonna happen.
That'd be awesome.
But it looks totally real, so it'll at least fake him out. Oh, I brought some medicine, too. You know what they
Yes!
say, providing is something.
So you were planning this from the start. Well, fine. If you're ready to go, we'll resume our infiltration.
At least he did something actually useful.
True.
Oh, I got a Kachev.
Chachev?
That's a K. A Kachev.
Kachev.
Now then.
There are probably still soldiers making their rounds outside. Let's use this time to sort through our current situation. Yes, it's a safe room. Okay, talk to your buddies, save the game, and you can save at the entrance.
Good to know.
Awesome, let's play with menus for 5 hours.
Woohoo! Days have passed since the menu was first opened, and finally, the monster has been defeated!
Shut up, Billy! I didn't look at the menus that long!
Damn it.
Damn it! Where are all those guys he had locked up?
Who are those people he had locked up? Are they even here? They probably got moved to another location. I should have read ahead before I started mouthing off!
Probably. Where and why? They're probably volleyball team members.
Well, yeah. Don't ask me.
Well,
But the soldiers were coming this way, right? Let's go take a look. I know I've been saying this like over and over and over while we've been doing this, but how do the other people get drawn into the castle? Like, are they going to say, boy, it sure was weird when I got drawn into like another world or something like that?
Well, if you'll recall from Persona 4, because I've actually started playing it between recordings, Yukiko didn't remember her time in the TV world too.
You know, that's it. You're right. So it could be that they actually are here in the same way that Kamoshida is here.
But they think like it's a dream or something.
Exactly. Yes, I understand. There are, in fact, soldiers outside. Let us go and reconnoiter the soldiers that are outside.
I thought I just heard something move over there. Guess it was my imagination.
And one of the slaves.
They're all in the training hall. I'd assume they're screaming in pain by now.
Very well. By the way, I heard we may have intruders around. Stay on your guard.
Is that some kind of joke because we are guards?
Shut up, guard. I couldn't help it, I'm sorry. Did you hear that?
Because we just scurried off. They said training hall, right?
okay, let's go.
I think that's just a little further ahead. Like I just said, let's go. Sweet. I want enemies.
They're blind!
Blind and deaf. Just the way I like them.
I like the searchlight!
Okay, well at least it didn't turn out that badly. I didn't get ambushed.
What
on
the?
earth?
Don't underestimate them.
Gallows
Oh
flowers.
My God. Yeah.
Looks like enemies can actually do some damage now. Alright, now I don't have to just spam that on them.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, in the intro they were just like 5 damage.
You knew it wasn't gonna stay that way.
I love this music, by the way.
A spectacular victory.
Fantastic.
My feeling towards Jirou at the beginning of the game, I was kind of really angry at him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because none of your options, like you didn't really, he never tried to explain himself or stand up for himself.
Now, just to check, you're talking about, when you say the beginning of the game, you're talking about when he was being interrogated by Sai, the prosecutor, right?
That, and also when he was talking to Sakura-san.
Okay.
Like, and even like the teacher and the principal and everyone just talking to him
All
like
right.
he's some kind of scumbag.
Yeah, okay, you're right. He doesn't really stand up for
He
himself.
doesn't stand up for himself.
Kind
and-
of resigned.
Yeah, and as someone who has been in a similar situation, don't worry, I haven't committed any crimes, everyone.
No,
that
but
anyone knows of.
Oh my.
Like,
Yes, guard on duty.
it's like
Master, keep talking.
so much of my life, I've felt sort of trapped like him. And I just kind of feel angry that he wasn't standing up for himself. But now that Morgana said that the reason Arsene appeared is like as a representation of his rebellious spirit.
Hold up, pause that thought. Security level. So we apparently, there's like an overall sort of alert level.
Huh!
Oh!
Whoa!
And then you get kicked out.
Come on, man.
Interesting. That's really cool.
So yeah, now that is really cool.
Okay,
now
so
that I've learned
you have to sneak up on guys and ambush them and battle lower the level, but you can't get spotted.
But now that Morgana said that the reason Arsene appeared is like a result of his rebellious spirit, I'm kind of okay with him now. Because his rebellion was so strong that it manifested here in the metaverse. Jirou is like me. He's not an outward.
Run!
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I'm doing great so far.
He's not like an outward anger person. He bottles it all up inside.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what he's doing.
And so this was kind of him standing up for himself. And so I really appreciate that on a personal level. Well, that went smashingly.
Shut up, Billy.
You know, I think it's really nice that you can talk to your party members in the save rooms like this.
Yeah, I agree. It's always like a really nice touch when you're frequently interacting with your own characters outside of story scenes.
Yeah.
Persona 1 and Persona 2 were like that. Wherever you went, your party would just sort of disperse and you could chat with them all there. You really got to know everybody in the team like that.
That's good. That's good. Building up a relationship between the main characters and the other characters.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying that was better than the way that they do it these days, but it was good. I liked it and they were good.
In 4, you can just pause when you're in a dungeon. You can just pause at any moment and just decide to talk to people.
Hey.
They kind of only say the same thing depending on where the story is, so it's not that not as cool, but you know.
It's really just about the same as this.
Yeah.
Much.
The training hall's up ahead, right?
Yeah, it's a little further. Make sure you watch out for any guards along the way. I'll do my best to not get ambushed by every single enemy this time, huh?
It's nice not being in the pilot seat for the screw-ups like that.
Shut up, Billy! No, you're right.
Damn it.
What? Hey, have you seen anyone who looks like an intruder?
No, nobody yet. I had a feeling there'd be a lot of enemies. It'd be impossible to dodge all of them.
Then what do we do? Should we try and take them down like before?
It's not that simple. We still have a long way to go, so we should be conserving energy.
I see. Sorry.
There's no way we can get through this right now. Come on.
Damn it. I wish I could fight. I'd at least be able to help out a little bit.
Rush out there and use your persona.
But all I got is this toy from earlier. I'm such a loser.
Huh? You mean that gun?
Yeah, it looks real and all, but it doesn't shoot anything.
Oh my! I see. Well, there is a way. Okay, we'll use that to take down the enemies.
What? Were you listening to me? It doesn't even don't even shoot pellets.
Don't worry, I'm sure this will work. Attack away, frizzy hair! What are we gonna do?
Yes!
Just trust me. Let's do this.
Wait, dude, I keep saying, it's not gonna fire anything.
What are they gonna do with the toy gun?
You have the gun with you, right? Point it at a shadow and fire.
Okay.
Gun attacks are effective against enemies weak to guns. When do you reload? And you can change targets while you're shooting.
Huh.
Alright, let's rock.
I love that.
How about that? Surprise.
Yes.
Be
Extremely.
mindful of how much ammo you have left.
Okay, so it's on a per dungeon. Oh, wow.
Oh.
So I guess it works because it's special. Because, you
Have
know,
to do-
metaverse.
Yeah, metaverse, rebellious will, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. Nonetheless, that is really cool.
Alright, I'll show you my weapons.
Okay.
For real?
Whoa, did that toy just shoot real frickin' bullets?
This is a cognitive world. As long as our opponent sees it as real, it becomes such. It's a good thing it's realistic looking. Okay, now explain your slingshot.
It probably was a slingshot. I don't get it.
That's great every time. I wasn't expecting someone with your brains to understand. How about you, frizzy hair? Did you get what I said? It's simple logic. It makes sense.
Nice going.
Just as I was expecting.
Wait, if it's better than having something realistic, why do you got that slingshot like that other guy said?
Wait, what other guy? I mean...
And it was just as strong as a goddamn gun. What about your whole cognitive whatever?
Yeah! Well, You can choose to understand it however you want. I don't make sense. I'm a cat ninja. By the way, we should decide how we divvy up our roles in battles from here on out. But okay, it's gonna be one of these.
Now then.
Yes, yes, yes. So I can choose to order them directly, which of course I've already done because I hate not having control over my party members.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? You've used the most expensive healing item in our stash? Darn it.
I went ahead and went back and saved, and then I fought a couple more battles just to kind of get a better idea of it and sneaking up on people so I don't act like a darn fool the whole time. But man, right now we just have like no reach with our resources.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
not gonna last long. I'm worried that fighting those extra 2 battles are really gonna cost us.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, so I guess we're just going through all the gameplay systems one by one. So I guess pretty soon they're gonna start like teaching us the negotiation stuff.
Boy, I can't wait to start catching some Persona.
Catching Persona, Billy?
Gotta catch 'em all!
Billy, I know you're really a big Pokemon player, but I don't think you catch the Persona. Well, you know, one's orientation is what it is, I suppose.
Arthen, I choose you! What's he, like a dark ghost type, maybe?
And naturally, a guard. I'm pretty sure that's where we need to be going, too.
You guys gonna take it down again?
It's so cool when you do that. Guess that's our only choice. But wait, this might be a good time to discuss more game mechanics with you. Okay, I've decided. I'm gonna teach you two a special way to fight enemies. It's called All Out. Something like that. That's what it's gonna be.
Let's go.
Just walk up, punch him in the face.
Bong!
Listen, there's a distinct flow to battles. Let me show you. After all, seeing is... something?
Does nobody know their sayings here?
Is this a world
First,
sans
knock
idiom?
down all the enemies. Everything starts at that crucial step.
Oh no, my SP!
You're mine.
Look, it's an All Out!
Now rush on in for an all-out attack.
Next up is negotiation. Hold up!
You got your melee or your ranged weapons on her. It is a hold up.
And then she's laying on the ground like, no! And Jirou is above like, I'm gonna blow your brains out, you little girl.
Let's go.
That's our hero.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Oh, I want to see it with more guys.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen. The show's over.
Thanks,
Nice
tutorial.
going.
That went really well. You're definitely fit for this.
What was that super move thing you just did?
I told you, it's called an all-out attack. It's a super move. If you manage to knock all the enemies down, you might be able to use it to beat them all at once.
Yeah, that was over quick.
Because there was one enemy and it was really weak. It's a concentrated attack on defenseless enemies, after all. Now, as I mentioned before, I want you to be blah, 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 blah. Okay, got it.
Truly the way of a hero. To knock them all down and then attack them when they're defenseless.
Yes, that's right. If you listen real carefully... Like, anyone? Help! Oh god, it hurts!
I love that. There's so much in the background.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, this is it.
Kamoshida's training hall of love? What kind of bullshit is this?
We don't want to know.
I'm having uncomfortable flashbacks.
Oh my gosh!
That is...
Damn it! This is bullshit!
Yes!
How many times do I have to tell you to keep your voice down?
But this is beyond messed up!
I mean, obviously it's beyond messed up.
Yes!
Somebody's about to get a persona.
I bet.
But so I guess Kamoshida just like terrorizes like the male students or the guys who aren't quite good enough or athletic enough with his Olympian pedigree.
Or the people who don't go along with him, as is
Yeah.
the case of Ryuji, because
Yeah.
he's probably fairly athletic. He was on the track team.
Yeah, that's right.
God, what does he do to the female students?
Date them.
Won't wash off. Come on, Ryuji.
How do I open this? Stop it!
Slave, they said.
Yeah.
Leave us alone. It's useless. Huh?
So
they've completely been accepted of it. They've been beaten down so much that psychologically, that's what they believe.
So I suppose that's what the volleyball team is like. That's sort of why they're here. Is it's their own heart sort of being projected here, being completely beaten down. And this, however the metaverse relates to the real world, it's
The
just
cognitive world.
this just reinforces it and makes it worse for them because it's like they're coming here to the castle and getting the crap beat out of them. Right, got it.
If we stay obedient, we won't be executed like you guys. You're telling me you want to stay in a place like this?
Stockholm Syndrome.
Wait a
Maybe
minute.
not that.
Were you planning on taking these guys out of here?
What did you think we were here for?
We can't just leave him here.
What else do we do with them?
Yeah.
How stupid can you be?
What?
These are only humans in Kamoshida's cognition.
Just like I was saying.
Woo!
Okay, the very first time I brought this up, I kept being suspicious. Are these real people? Are they really here? So they're not. I'm glad to know that.
Me too.
They aren't real humans that have entered from reality.
Okay.
They're different from you two.
Cognition?
That's good to know.
It means there's no point in saving them. They're different from the real ones in the real world.
But he probably still does horrible things to the real ones too.
Surely.
You could say that these are extremely similar looking dolls.
Hell? Why's it gotta be so complicated? So the school's a castle and the students are slaves. It's so on point that it makes me laugh. This really is the inside of that asshole's head.
Still, this is horrible. It must mean he
Yeah.
treats them as slaves in the real world too.
Also, too bad. I was really hoping that Ryuji would get his persona.
He might still. He's getting worked up.
In the real world, too?
See,
Yeah, you know it has to be like
it's coming.
this.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I know these guys. They're members of the volleyball team, the one Kamoshida coaches for.
They must be physically abused every day. There's no way they'd be so beat up normally.
I mean, there is a difference between really hard training that pushes you to the wire and,
Abuse.
yeah.
Don't tell me they're going through similar shit in reality?
Remember that one kid,
Beat up well-behaved boy who was all bandaged up.
and quiet and just didn't
And when
was
they-
beaten down psychologically?
When they
didn't
saw
wanna
him in
say
the
anything?
metaverse, he was in a cell too.
Yeah.
Most likely. I mean, this proves that Kamoshida thinks of them as slaves.
What a horrible guy.
In every way.
It might be for real. I heard that Kamoshida's using physical punishment. They're just rumors, but
Oh,
Whoa, you don't do that.
not at all. But he's the
if they're
golden
true,
boy.
wouldn't this be something to report to the police? I'll use these guys as evidence.
It won't.
So they won't do it, yeah.
Yeah.
And also this explains it. This is why they decided to take down Kamoshida. Because if you remember when it goes back kind of
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
future,
yeah.
And Sai is interrogating Jirou, it's like, why are you going after this guy? And
Yeah.
this is his answer. This is why we're going after him.
Yeah.
And somebody needs to take this guy down.
Seriously.
If it all goes well, we can take down that asshole Kamoshida. Huh? It's not working. We can use the navigation app, but the camera's a no-go?
A navigation app?
Do you really think a picture of this would show anything to the police other than the fact that you're into some kinky stuff?
On top of on top of that, this is a good point. Morgana actually knows about this place, so if he has no idea about this navigation
How long
app,
has he been trapped here?
nobody knows. But it means that he doesn't have anything to do with this app.
That's true.
That's what we used to come here. What about yours?
Camera app won't open.
Whatever you do is fine, but we're gonna get caught if we stand around like this. We need to head back.
Hang on a sec. There's no other way. I'll just memorize their faces before going home.
That's the smart way to do it.
Oh man, come on, Ryuji, we want to see her persona.
Let's go!
Okay, let's check the cells around there.
And we'll clearly have to do that next time. Alright, we are actually going to get somewhere, and it won't all be tutorials this time. Thanks, guys!